Hello, party people. Hello, hello. Good morning and happy Sunday, everybody. We are back on track with the promises of the Bible, and this one I had to look up because I wasn't sure exactly what the word dejected was. So, we're gonna go over just a few verses today that basically resolve that. And if you're feeling any type of way, just know that God is with you, and these verses will confirm that. So let's go ahead and get started. I hope everyone is having a great end of the weekend and ready to get going on Monday. Let's get started. So this is Psalm 130, verse 7. It says, Israel, put your hope in the Lord, for with the Lord is unfailing love, and with him is full redemption. And this is Isaiah 65, verse 24. Before they call, I will answer, and while they are still speaking, I will hear. And this is Matthew 11, verse 28. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, I will give you rest. And this is Romans 8, verses 26 through 27. In the same way, the Spirit helps us in our weakness. We do not know what we ought to pray for, but the Spirit, oh, look, but the Spirit twice. My fabulous typos. But the Spirit Himself intercedes for us through wordless groans. And He who searches our hearts knows the mind of the Spirit, because the Spirit intercedes for God's people in accordance with the will of God. And I'm just going to stop here while I edit this in the transcription below. But this is a good point because sometimes when we go to pray, or at least I've been having this, my alarm is set on my phone 6 times a day. So sometimes when it goes off, I will wonder kind of what I'm going to say, or I'm distracted at the moment, or something is just going on internally, externally, whatever it may be. And you kind of wonder what you say at that point. But that's also a really good moment for silence. Like when you are wordless and when you have nothing to say, the Spirit will overcome you, and it will let what needs to be known about what you need to say or anything like that. So just give yourself a moment of silence. In my prayers, I end with the Our Father and the Hail Mary, but if I don't know right away what I'm supposed to say at that time, I will start with the Our Father and the Hail Mary and then go into that because it's good either way. And then also just another thing that I started doing in my daily prayers, the Our Father, Hail Mary, and then I say the things that I'm thankful for. Only keep it like that. Even things that I don't have yet, I still say thank you because it's already on the way. Or things that you want, you need to ask God for help with this. Say thank you for helping me with such and such. That has been discussed. Something that I added that I heard in a sermon by an older pastor, I was watching it on YouTube. Basically, in place of saying like thank you for giving me strength, something like that, you can say I am strong. Basically, when you're saying the words I am, it puts it under God's name. So I am blank, and it basically fills all of God's power with the word that you use. So if you're saying, good quality, something of that sort, you can use the words I am. I am strong, I am a leader, I am a wife, I am caring, I am loving. And then you can go into your thank you, saying thank you for my family. All the things that you are not really, which is so thank you for my family, thank you for animals, such and such and such. So qualities you can start to label yourself personally with I am, and I think that's a really good thing just to get that out there and to empower yourselves with the help of God, and He is always listening. Let's go ahead and continue on for Hebrews. Hebrews chapter 4 verse 16. Let us approach God's throne with of grace with confidence, so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need. So again, even if you are feeling, not so confident, always approach him with confidence. When you go into your prayer or when you're searching for him, go in through with confidence, even if you are broken. And I'm going to follow up with the Quran after this with another verse that kind of supports this, or does support this. And then for the last verse, 2 verses, this is James chapter 4, verse 8 and 10. Come near to God, and he will come near to you. Wash your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. Verse 10, humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will lift you up. And this is very true. Also, some things that I've been experiencing in prayer. Sometimes when I'm talking, praying, right, it seems like God is distant or something, or I'm just not feeling his presence right away. But then he will appear at times where I least expect it. So the more you come near to God, the more he'll start coming nearer to you, at times that you don't really expect. But when you do feel his presence, you'll start to be aware. I've been doing these 6 daily prayers. It's been a few weeks now since I started, so at this point, this presence is very strong, and I'm very grateful, and it's exciting every time I do feel it, because it makes me feel not alone. It makes me feel confident. It gives me really all that is necessary, and it reminds me too to stay focused on what's important, to always give back, and to always do some sort of service during the day and in the evening, before the day is over. You want to try to do at least one thing, for others during the day. I think that's really, really helpful. And of course, it says, humble yourselves before the Lord. This kind of coincides with how it's good to have confidence, but also when you're in prayer mode, that's why I kind of do the Islam. In Islam, they have the 6 prayers, and then they also do the different prayer positions. You can like bow halfway, or you can go all the way on the ground and put your head down. In that moment, even if it's just putting your head down, like a standard prayer, in that moment it's humbling yourself, and as you pray and as you say these things, God will lift you up, and he'll reassure you. He'll almost bring you up to his level, and that's a really good feeling. But of course, you have to be humble first before that can happen. But whew, that is it. I had some coffee this morning. It's rare that I make my coffee, but if I talk too fast today, I apologize. But that's it for Promises from the Bible for Sunday the 5th. And I'm so grateful for everyone that listens. That's my breakfast. My friend reassured me that I do get views on these, and that people do listen. So then again, I am grateful, and I am happy for that. And I hope everyone has a great day, a great Sunday. And I'll catch you in about 2 minutes. I'm going to go take out my food, and I will read the Quran. Very short surah, 2 lines next. Catch you later.